Hi guys, a very good evening. Masquera say, Masquera say, Masquera say. Welcome to African Beyond Television Network, where we are committed to give you the latest trending news in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor. My name is Ronald Kwamakusha. Can you please confirm if you can hear me so that we proceed well with this live program? So let's talk about ZANU-PF shenanigans, because there are by-elections in Gokwe. And the ZANU-PF is doing what they know best, that is to vote buying. But if we are to look at the way they are using, or the method they've adopted to do the vote buying, they've used, or they have adopted the most shameful way of vote buying. I'm going to play this for you so that you see where we are going and where we are coming from. So you have seen the video for yourself. So the video, I played the video, you have seen the video. ZANU-PF giving people buckets so that people vote for buckets. And let me address this issue of buckets. Kuti mabuckets ayawani kwa kupi say, we have kumbofamba say. So other sources are saying these buckets were donated by the Chinese people. The Chinese people who are into manufacturing of plastics. These are the people who donated these buckets in exchange of my benefits, my economic benefits, my business benefits, in exchange of tax evasion, my tax holidays, and so forth. So what they are doing is that the bucket, if you go, I don't know the actual location, but if you go Pampezanamo, coming from town and go straight, there is an industrial area somewhere on your right. When you go straight, there is an industrial area on your right. I don't know which there is an area where plastics are being sold. So there are wholesale shops there which sells buckets, plastic things. If you go to those shops, the buckets they are being given $1 for 3, $4 for 4. Those are the prices for those buckets. So ukatomaona chidura in other shops, it's 90 cents, 75 cents on other shops, depending. Ukaenda ku wholesale, you find those buckets for $1 for 5. But usually they sell strictly for their own Chinese people. So this is something which is so embarrassing to see ZANU-PF giving people buckets, plastic buckets. Rinosvika rotsikwa nembudzi chidanwa mvura roba ratsemuka. Mwana kangokanganisa kurisa pasi rinobva ratsemuka. These are the kind of buckets they are being given in exchange of in exchange of a very worthy thing, a vote. So these people are selling their vote for a bucket, 30 cents. 30 cents. But ZANU-PF is not buying those buckets. ZANU-PF is getting those buckets for free, because these are not original buckets. These are rejects. So when the Chinese are doing whatever they do, they grade their things to grade A, grade P, grade C, grade D. These are grade Z buckets, rejects. And $1 for 10. These are the buckets they were given. $1 for 10 buckets, the reject ones. These are now being distributed. So if you go to other areas, they are being given a plastic spoon. In other areas, a plastic dish. In other various plastic things which are being distributed. And these are rejects. So they say we have some rejects here. which we are selling for $1 for 10. So they go and collect them free of charge, because these Chinese, they need favors within the government. So they give out those buckets for free as a donation. They are donated to the people, they are distributed to the people. And people are stampeding for a mere 30 cents bucket or $1 bucket, a bucket which you can buy for $1. They are stampeding for those buckets. It shows that there is a problem in the politics of Zimbabwe. It shows that there is a political vacuum in the nation of Zimbabwe. There is a leadership problem, a leadership vacuum in the nation of Zimbabwe. Where are we going as a nation? So basically, we expect to see voters now knowing what is very important. What is very important is to vote for somebody who is bringing something tangible. In the same Gokwe area, there are no road networks. Vachicross a bridge, they can't travel. But these are the same people who are taking buckets for them to continue to have inaccessible roads. These are the people who they go to the river, they prepare a small kind of a well in the river, and they take their water from there. These are the people who are voting for 30 cents bucket. These are people where there are no schools. Their kids are not attending better schools. In their areas, if you find a doctor, that doctor attended an A-class school in Harare or elsewhere. If you find a lawyer, that lawyer attended a better school elsewhere. These are people who don't have children, who are lawyers, who are doctors, who are engineers, but they are voting for a bucket, a 30 cents bucket. It's so shameful. So ZANU-PF itself is not ashamed to bring those buckets to people, to give people buckets, mere buckets. They're not even ashamed. Owen Mnangagwa, busy, not ashamed. And he looks as if everything is okay. He looks as if everything is well. I don't know how he reasons in his mind. So basically, Team Zimbabwe, this is the kind of the people who are leading Zimbabwe. These are the kind of people who are making policies for the people of Zimbabwe. If they can do that, if they can give buckets to people, what more can they do to the people of Zimbabwe in terms of looting, in terms of doing or destroying? This is the reason why there is nothing working, because what they think of is, election, how do we win an election? They bring those rejects to the people. What have we lost? We have lost taxes because the Chinese are now being protected, because the next time when there is an election and you want to do vote buying, you go to them and say, do you have some rejects? And they give you. We have lost our taxes because these people are not going to be controlled easily. We have lost our infrastructure to the people, development to the people. We have lost our morality. We have been reduced to paupers. So it is the responsibility of us as young people to go and tell our peers in the rural areas to say, guys, see this thing. This is not good life. This is a fake life. It is our responsibility to do that. It is our responsibility to actually go and engage our people to say, guys, this is not life. This is not proper. This is not good. We cannot rely on this. We have that responsibility. We have that mandate. And we need to go and talk to the people in the rural areas to make them see. We need to make them see. So I'm in pain. I'm going to play it for the last time for those who came late so that we get to the conclusion of our video. I don't want to take it past 10 minutes. We have other programs to cover. I'm going to play it for the last time. So honestly speaking, this is embarrassing. We cannot have our people being treated like this. They must respect our people. What we need are schools. You have to come to us, build schools. ZANU-PF is in power. This is the reason why I have a problem with ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF cannot in this country act as if they are an opposition political party. What they are doing, we expect to see it happening from the opposition political parties, Vanandu, Vanazum, Vanani, those small parties. ZANU-PF, we expect to see them coming, bringing schools, proper schools, bringing colleges, universities, bringing roads, bridges, bringing jobs, bringing industries, all sorts of development. That is what we expect from ZANU-PF, because they are the ruling party. They are in power. They control the taxes of this country. They do the budgets. They implement policies. We need to see clinics, proper clinics and hospitals. We need to see ambulances in those areas. But they come with my buckets, 30 cents. It pains me. Dakamaona 30 cents, a bucket you want. Kwanenge achitori ma-rejects, vanomahodhesa $1 for 10, $1 for 20. The rejects ones. Ukangonodaiso wakakaisa mvura kanogona kungoputika uchi wakatakura mvura nako kabaketi kacho. These are the kind of buckets they are being given. Go to them by August or by September. Everybody won't have that bucket. They won't. Salvation Tabara, my buckets are snatching. Yes, that is very embarrassing. The problem is that it's so shameful. This is madness. Pure bucket, 25 rands. Gift to this part. Thank you very much for the comments, for the contributions. Tell me your views, guys. How do you view this? Honestly speaking, I'm embarrassed myself to see somebody of a high caliber, high profile person. I just want to distribute my bucket. And it's embarrassing to see our parents falling for it, our relatives falling for it. That is the reason why we need to go to the rural areas, so that we go and set the record straight to the rural areas. We go and teach the people what is important, what is to prioritize, and what not to prioritize. We are honestly, we can't have apart from vote buying. This is vote buying, but apart from vote buying, it's embarrassing to see them distributing buckets, plastic buckets. It's embarrassing. So we don't know how ZEC view this, but in my view, this is a direct violation of the electoral law. This is vote buying. This is vote manipulation. People are going to be manipulated. People are going to vote through manipulation, because they will say tinodiwa ZANU-PF iri kutiona animuzona CCC nenge uya papo ichipresenta ma policies. We'll be presenting my policies. We'll be talking about my roads, about my bridges, my schools, everything, the education, the health, whatever. But the people will go for the buckets. Why? Because they need to be educated. So it takes time for a leader like Charlton Wendo, who is the Secretary General, or Amos Chibaya, or President Chamisa, to go and convince the people. It needs the community leaders in those areas. So we have to go. We convince the community leaders in different areas we tell them the importance of actually voting for competent people. Because they are playing with us. They've been playing with us for a very long time. 42 years, they've done nothing to show. Don't be surprised. You can say, why bedlala ngabantu kanti abantu balambile. So people are not going to deny. They will take these buckets. People will actually collect these buckets. So what we need to do is that we go and educate them. Guys, let's register to vote. Let's mobilize for voter registration in our groups. Let's make sure that we address these issues in our family groups. Address these issues in our family groups. Make sure that the young people in your various areas, they see this so that they can talk to their parents who are being used so that they stop being used. The reason why I am saying this is that I grew up in the rural area. Guys, we did certain things. Sometimes, right now, you feel with the slogan, we grew up kumusha, muchuro slogan. And right now, but slogan, why? That pains me. We were made to roar my slogan, 27 June, office, 27 June, office. Those were the slogans when we were young. We were made to do those slogans. What did we get? Nothing. So you will be somebody and not just can slogan, ZANU-PF, but what do you get at the end? You get the West. You get the West. Instead of you getting schools, you get the worst education ever. So these guys, they have created a system where they're going to their kids, they are ruling us today. Their children are going to rule us. And they will rule us. And those children will also rule our children. Their children will also rule the children of our children. It's like in business, what is happening is that those who are in business, they created connections for themselves. So, anenge vachichestira namabasa paukama wavo anoshanda kuti one anochestira umwe basa kueconet ochestirwa kuzesa ochestirwa vachichestirana in their cycles. So we need to make sure that we know about this. We need to make sure that we defeat this kind of mentality. We change the status quo. We begin to put people with qualities in positions of power. People who are going to deal with the matters as they are, not people who are dealing with their stomachs and looting whatever. So Team Zimbabwe, this is it. This is the situation we are in. In Gokwe, people are going to vote for buckets at 30 cents, which are being donated by the Chinese. These are reject buckets, which are being donated by the Chinese from the industry zoo. And our people are going to vote. So we have a responsibility. I think I have covered this story. I think I have done justice to this story. Please, let's like this video. Let's comment this video. Share this video. And subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because we will continue to come with these stories each and every day. We will continue to cover them exclusively, and we'll continue to make sure that we cover everything, we talk about everything each and every day. That is our responsibility, that is our mandate. So ngatingolaika to subscribe, to ring a notification bell so that we don't miss out my live programs. At 9, we want to talk about the PVO bill. So please tune in at 9 p.m. so that we talk about the PVO bill. If you want to be part of the live program, please, I will put the link in the description box so that you will be able to come live during that PVO bill. Grace, his grace favors uku. I just believe what happens is that basically, and this is but I was in the rural areas. I grew up there. Wazobuda ndopataka kuona apa ipaita tikabvura sina mwe isakazotanga upepo katatu South Africa. When I was in South Africa, that is when I realized kuti takutamswa bvura sina mwe. But unyasozviona unozozviona manje wazonyatsokura wakugara nevamwewo vanhu vakuru, that's where you begin to see that I'm lost. Guys, a lot of people are lost. We need to make sure that we fight for them to come to the light. They're in the darkness. Let's go and recruit them to the light. And light is Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Yellow, it represents the sun. And as you can see, the hope and everything, which is good. Alphonse Mchos Ganzi, CCC kana ikakwanisa ngaipewo something chokunda mabuckets kuti zvive fair. Yes, we talked about this. It's just we need to do a counter of my textbooks, my uniforms, my school fees to the school kids. That is what we need to do. So iwewe as an individual, you can do that area kwako, telling them about the importance of change. It is uchenda uchinopa ma textbooks, uchenda uchinopa ma uniforms, uchenda uchinopa uchinobhadharawo ma school fees. It's quite easy. It's like kumsha kwangu in any school fees is 100 rand, which means 2,000 rands I pay for how many kids? 2,000 rands I pay for 20 kids, 10 boys, 10 girls. So it's quite easy. And how much is 2,000 rands? It's something which is affordable. So you can raise that money as an individual right now. So you can actually see that if we go to the rural areas, we can do more. If we put our resources together, focusing on our constituencies and our wards, you will see that we will counter ZANU-PF. We will force ZANU-PF out because avazozvigone manje. Izvozvo avazozvigone because vanozvati vapana vakadzidza are dangerous. They will compete with their own. So they don't want that. They will never educate your kids. So that is what we can do. Let's go to donate my desk. Schools. That is the best we can do at this moment. So we can do it as citizens, not as a political party. Let's do it as citizens. Let's begin this initiative. You go and donate. So thank you very much for coming. Joseph Lupi as can say, Nima buckets, Nana kids were that's God have mercy. Yeah, so that's true. If I don't pay the buckets, but my 30 cents bucket I would do the table. But let's deal with this issue. Let's go and educate our people in the rural areas. So let me not take much time here because we have other programs to cover. So let me call it quits here. My name is Ronald Makusha. Let's meet in other programs.